America is dealing with a full-blown epidemic of Trump derangement syndrome that's making people straight up sick in the head.
You know, there are versions of the country that happen,
Yeah.
right? And the new version doesn't make the old one bad. It's necessary for growth. And I think we're in just a janky version, right?
Yeah, Janky's right.
It's a janky version right now.
May I curse, Mrs. Obama?
You may.
Yeah, shit is jank right now. It's super jank.
Yes. Yeah,
Your dad's
it's
not
very.
gonna be happy.
He's
with
not
that.
gonna be happy with that. But I couldn't find another like adjective. I couldn't find another similar metaphor here.
But with each, with each version, we learn something about ourselves as a country. And I'm kind of digging the way folks are beginning to respond. Right?
Mhm.
I mean, Minnesota, powerful stuff. I mean, it was a powerful reminder of what a community of people can do and are willing to do to protect one another.
Yeah.
When you're not so janky, you don't have to prove that, right? And so we haven't been this janky for a while. And I think our muscle of understanding our truth just got a little lax. We started taking things for granted, right?
Yeah.
But as you are becoming a better version of a father, all respect to your dad, we already said he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
We improve upon that with the learning. That doesn't make what you had bad. It just means that you're noting it and you're making the necessary changes. That I think that's what I'm hoping will happen in this country.
Yes, this clip is blowing up on social media. Michelle is talking about the current state of America in 2026. Trump's second term being a rough temporary janky phase in the country revolutions. This clip of Michelle's new podcast was just released. I saw it, a lot of people talking about that. When you take a look at what she is saying here, struggling to make her understand, like under Obama, everything was cool. A lot of people don't agree with that. There is a whole segment I did 4 days ago where Michelle had to continue in complaining. If you never saw that video, take a look at this.
These are what we call lies. I do want to get to Michelle Obama because we teased it at the top, and it's an important message from Michelle. She's got something new and innovative and shocking.
We are talking about something much more altruistic. The dopamine hit that comes with engaging with other people. So I want her to think beyond stuff. Even, go to school, get your degree if you can afford it, have a good career, be able to support yourself. But I know too many people who have all of that and more. The billionaires in the world, the millionaires, the people who are famous, the people who have it all, the people that you look at and think, well, I want their purpose. And what they're doing isn't making them happy or whole. It's not giving them self-esteem. In fact, it's doing the opposite. So I want Madeline to think about working outside of herself. So many wonderful things have happened to all of us in the world, so many tangible things. But knowing that you can impact people's lives in that way, like that's purpose. And that's a purpose that sustained you through ugly stuff and name calling and lies. And it fills you up fully. And I want young people to understand that, right? Like money doesn't buy that impact, titles don't give it to you. It's how you show up in the world that matters. And
it's the only thing people are going to remember at the end.
That's right. And that's the shiny thing.
Yeah, Michelle Obama is being roasted on social media. When you take a look at this, multi-millionaire Michelle Obama tells Hollywood actress Jamie Lee Curtis that fame and money don't make people happy. The millionaire, the people who are famous, the people who have it all, what they are doing isn't making them happy. If you go down on the comment sections, you realize a lot of people are not happy with what she said.
They went on Michelle's Loser podcast. Unfortunately, someone misled them.
If you have been watching Michelle, you realize she always like complaining. She had another segment. Meghan Kelly had to look deep into it. When you look at this video compared to her past clip, this was just similar. I don't know why this woman must always complain. Sometimes it is boring.
Important message from Michelle. She's got something new.
Aisha, I love that you are plain spoken in life, and sort of like me, but sometimes, you know, you're stating what feels like the obvious sometimes in life, and then people interpret that the wrong way, right? And you know, I love your vulnerability and your honesty, because I think that's what helps people. You know, it's like, it's one thing to be hashtag relationship goals, but it's another to tell the truth about what it takes. And I tend to do that when I talk about the challenges of marriage, and that it's not all that. It's like, I love my husband. I like my husband, you know, but we also want to be a part of helping couples understand that it does take work, and it is hard, even in the best marriages.
These are what we call lies.
I you know who I feel most sorry for there is Craig.
Brother Craig.
Sitting there like a lump on a log. I got to hear this.
It's nonstop. And
I don't want to make the video long. Reason I decided to combine the two scenarios. You saw the first video where Michelle is advising, telling young people that money is not that important. It can make you happy. And it blew up everyone on social media. If you search on X right now, you will see what I'm talking about. Now going into this second video where Meghan Kelly reacted to it, at some point, when you listen to what Michelle is always doing, way similar. If you want to bring out a situation like this, don't always focus it on you. Don't always bring it back. No, just don't make it about yourself. Give a general advice. It has become a normal thing. People understand exactly how she operates, and it is boring to a lot of people. If you see people saying, oh, that her boring podcast, fake podcast, it's as a result of things like this. Another thing, complaints. Michelle is, I don't get it. She loves to complain. At first, it used to be Barack Obama, this, my marriage is, I hate to stay in the White House. I don't like, you know, at some point when I look at it, I was fed up. I decided not to react on anything linking to this woman. Someone went off on me on the comment section, like, I have watched you for some time. You always like to bring down black women that are successful on most of my reactions. That is a lie. If you notice what I do here, I just report the truth. Bring out videos on both sides so you can see clearly what is going on and share my opinions on. That is it. Without struggling to bring down anyone. If you say things like this to me, then I'll just know that maybe you've not been watching me, because that has never been something that I'm doing for years. If I bring something Democrats are doing, I will talk about that. I think I'm going to end here. As of the short clips at the end, that is for a white algorithm. You can always...
Our job to tell which are the jokes and which are the things that are just part of his...
And anybody, whether it's a...
no one should be above scrutiny. And that...
Don't use it as a platform to make a political speech.
A person's home, it's very easy to understand.
When I look at that video, I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people. Go Trump! Hey, Murphy, you're a scumbag. Thanks, man.
Our chamber is chanting USA. Philip.
He utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
They're just so disgusting.
Their hands shaken. to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in Stop 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes.
Other than illegal on either.
Patel posted this on X.
Job.
I get suspicious when any
person's home, it's very easy to.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
The country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides. You're
so amazing. And wasn't it so great?
When it can be hard to hope.
Hey, girl.
Sea-eyed zombies, faces twisted in rage.